The Young and the Restless, Yandar spoiler update for Monday, May 6 reveals that there is ongoing tension between Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, at the Abbott mansion. But Diane is more concentrated about Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and why he went MIA last night. Jack finally admits he was with Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, in her suite, where he joins her to get drunk and ends up hooking up with an old opioid dealer. Diane loses it when Jack takes things to the point where she asks why he didn't just fake the pills. Jack argues that even a drunk Nikki would be too smart to accept that. When Jack confirms that he did recover to save Nikki, he claims it was worth it because he's going to rehab. Diane still thinks Jack was stupid and completely selfish for throwing away years of sobriety, not to mention risking his own life. Diane digs the rest of the story out of Jack, so she omits the news that he passed out after mixing pills and alcohol. As the paramedics had to help him, Diane claims that Jack was out of control. As Jack comforts Diane with a hug and assures her that she doesn't want to lose what they have, he still looks upset over her shoulder. Our predictions suggest that Jack and Diane have trust issues after being in a relationship for so long. At the gym, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, crosses paths with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, before they both talk to Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, about referring Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, to a therapist. When Sharon moves into the K, she thanks Kyle for giving her the right information. Summer finally meets Kyle there and warns that she doesn't want Harrison to see Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, anytime soon. Kyle argues that it's unfair because Claire wasn't Jordan's, Colleen Zank, accomplice, but Summer thinks seeing Claire might still be too exciting for Harrison and plans to keep her away. At the ranch, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, comes to check on Victor Newman, Eric Braden, now that he's being taken to Nikki's rehab. Victor gives Nick an update on Jack's extremes and claims that Nikki may have died because of him. While Nick understands why Victor would be upset, he also thinks that Jack played with his life to shock Nikki into getting back on track. Nick seems grateful that Nikki is on the mend. Later on Monday's episode of Yandar, Nick sits down with Phyllis at GCA's, where they reminisce about the time Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduck, put Summer in a coma by intentionally igniting her peanut allergy. Nick claims that Phyllis pulled Summer out of that tough time, and now Summer doesn't remember most of the drama. As Summer has become a wonderful mother, Phyllis and Nick are devoted. In Victor's lair, he heads to Jordan with a bottle of vodka. Jordan argues that Victor should let him go because he could be caught and locked up for wrongful imprisonment. If that doesn't sway Victor, Jordan at least forces him to alert the authorities so he can land in a real prison instead of this black hole. When Victor refuses, he forces Jordan to swallow alcohol because he wanted Nikki to drink herself to an early grave. Victor explains that Jordan never gets out of there when he tells him to drink while he's gone. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that sooner or later Jordan may prove to be smarter than Victor gives him credit for, so stay tuned.